Praise the Lord. Today we are going to see about Genesis chapter 19 and 20. For the past few weeks, we are studying about the study of book of Genesis. Let me share my screen so you can understand what I'm going to teach. So, today we are going to see about Genesis chapter 18 and 19. The topic for this today's study is what are the consequences of the friend of the world. You all know that we have more friends. Isn't it? When you go home, when you go to school, you have friends. So it is not wrong to have friends, but it is very, very important. What are the consequences when you have friends of the world and try to follow them what they are doing. So that's what we are going to see today. And because of that, what was God's action that we are going to see today from Genesis chapter 18 and 19. We all know that Genesis has 50 chapters. Now we are studying about Abraham from chapter 12 to 23. Okay, so far we learn about the Abraham's journey, first point. Then we learn about the falling of Abraham because he lied, and then success of Abraham where he was victorious against the 5 Mesopotamian king and rescued his nephew Lot. After that, he met with Melchizedek. Melchizedek was a king of Jerusalem. He is a type of Jesus Christ. Then Lord made covenant with Abraham, that is the land covenant and also the covenant of offspring. He is going to give a family, a son. And then there is going to be birth of Ishmael. They cannot wait until the birth of a son from Sarah. So Sarah gave her maid to Abraham, and because of Hagar, the Ishmael born. And then comes the promise of Isaac. At the age of 99, God came in the form of a human and gave the promise to Abraham that by next year, but that is when you are 100 years old, Sarah is going to have a son. The son name was Isaac. So far we learned this much only. And moreover, the angel of the Lord, that means the God himself came, and other 2 messengers of God came to meet Abraham in Genesis chapter 18. And they announced first the birth of Isaac by the next year. Not only that, and also that angel of the Lord, not the Lord himself, because the three men came. Among the 3 men, one was the Lord himself, other 2 are messengers of the Lord. Try to remember that, what I taught previous class. One man was the Lord himself who came in the form of God, and other 2 men are the messengers of God. So the Lord himself promised Abraham by next year you are going to have a son. So first information, first announcement about the birth of Isaac. The next announcement is about the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. What is a place called Sodom and Gomorrah? Sodom is a city where the Abraham's nephew Lot was living. Okay, that city was not a good city. It is a very city full of people full of sin and cruel mentality people. So on seeing the agony of the people over there who are persecuted by these cruel people, God came down and announced Abraham that he is going to destroy the cities Sodom and Gomorrah. So God revealed his plan to his people. Who is God's people? Abraham is a God's man. So God himself came in the form of human men and announced Abraham that he is going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. As we all know that from the Bible, it is very clear, Lord does nothing without revealing his plan to the servants. Everything God revealed to his servants. That's why God revealed to Abraham that his plan about the city of Sodom and Gomorrah. That's why Lord said, don't want to hide anything from Abraham. I want to reveal my plan to Abraham, and revealed his plan. Let us see that what is the revelation given from God to Abraham about the destruction of the Sodom and Gomorrah. So for that, we are going to see 18th chapter, few verses, and 19th chapter, entire chapter we are going to see. So for this topic of this today's study is what are the consequences of the friend of the world? What are the consequences of the friend of the world? So let us see the 2 topics. First is announcement of destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah to Abraham, because Abraham is a man of God. And then in the next chapter, what happened? The angels going to rescue Lot because Lot started to live among the worldly people who are in Sodom. Those people are very bad, but Lot didn't live outside the city. He so slowly went inside the city, built a home there. He started to live there, and he became a great leader also there. So he started to follow their ways. His children, his daughters also not so good. They are slowly following the sinful ways. That's why what's going to happen to Lot family that we are going to see in Genesis chapter 19. So first of all, God came in the form of men along with his two messengers and announced to Abraham the birth of Isaac. Then he announced to Abraham about the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom is a city where Abraham's nephew Lot is living. So let us meet that. Let us go to Genesis chapter 18. In the Genesis chapter 18, two things are there. First thing, the Lord's point of view regarding Abraham, regarding the city where the Lot was staying. So there are two. See, we people are seeing in a different way, but Lord is viewing us in a different way. The Lord's viewpoint about Abraham and the Lord's viewpoint about the city of Sodom and Gomorrah. And then hearing that what Abraham is going to do, Abraham going to intercede. What do you mean by interceding? Interceding means praying for other people, isn't it? Praying for other people, we call it as interceding. So, but Abraham started to pray for Sodom and Gomorrah, and he's going to ask God, please don't destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. How he is interceding, that we are going to see in Genesis chapter 18. Okay, let me go to the Lord's point of view about Abraham and about Sodom and Gomorrah. When the men get up to live, they look down towards Sodom. After revealing Abraham and Sarah, by next year they are going to have a son. Then they are going to leave the tent where Abraham and Sarah are staying. So they are living. When they were living, what happened? Abraham walked along with them to see them on their way. He's also walking along with the Lord and also two messengers, but they are looking down the Sodom because Abraham and Sarah are living in the mountainous place. From there, they are seeing Sodom. Now, what is going to happen? Regarding Abraham, God is telling about testimony. Now, while walking, and the Lord told Abraham the testimony about Abraham. What is the testimony about Abraham? The Lord said to Abraham, shall I hide from Abraham what I'm about to do? Abraham will surely become a great and powerful nation, and then all nations on the earth will be blessed through him. For I have chosen him so that he will direct his children and his household after him to keep the way of the Lord by doing what is right and just. So what is the two testimony about Abraham from the Lord is Abraham is going to become a great and powerful nation. That is in future. And also future, he is going to direct his children. What is going to tell to his children? To keep the Lord's way and do what is just and right. So that is what your parents are teaching you, isn't it? That's why Abraham, God is telling the testimony about Abraham. You are going to become a famous man. Not only that, you are going to direct your children and ask them to keep the ways of the Lord. How to keep the ways of the Lord? By doing what is right and just. So first of all, God revealed about Abraham to Abraham. Abraham himself is telling a testimony. And then God is telling about whatever about so God is telling, why did the Lord tell Abraham of his plan for Sodom? Now he is going to tell that plan about Sodom. What plan God is going to reveal to Abraham about Sodom? The plan about Sodom and Gomorrah is that the Lord said the outcry against Sodom and Gomorrah is so great that their sin so grievous. Now Lord is telling, God himself is telling. So some city of Sodom and Gomorrah, the people are crying. Those crying noise came and heard me in the heaven because their sin is grievous. That's why I came down and see. That's why I came down here and see how bad those cry are, and I want to reach out to them and I want to know what is actually happening there. You can ask me, God can see anything. Why he has to come down? Correct answer, correct question. Because it is a search and destroy mission. God knows already, but he came down to search, and he found out if it is correct, he is going to destroy. That is a mission the Lord is having. So the outcry is very, very heavy. You can ask me, the outcry has reached heaven. Even Abraham is living nearby. He is living in a memory, that is in a place with a cluster of tree. So it is also not far away, it is somewhat nearby. If God can hear that cry, what about Abraham? Yes, Abraham might have known that the place where Lot was living, full of agony, the people are full of sin, and they are destroying other people. So poor people they are destroying. The cries are too much. Like the outcry means awful cry of victims who suffer injustice and the petition for deliverance. Some people are powerful, some people are very poor. The powerful people in the city started to persecute the very poor people, widows and children like that people, they are going to persecute. And those persecuted people started to cry and cry unto God, please rescue, rescue, rescue. That cry has heard the heaven. And like the innocent blood of Abel cries out for vengeance. We know that Cain killed Abel, but Abel blood cries out for his the justice. Like this, the innocent people are crying for the justice. That's why I said, I'm going to come down. I'm going to do a divine investigation. The Lord came down and see before all have. But before that, when God came down and see, before that also in chapter 11, Genesis chapter 11, God came down to see what people are doing in Babel. So there he confused the language because they want to stay in one place and they don't want to dispatch and disperse to other place of the earth. But God's main intention is that they have to go all over the world and settle and populate the whole world. But those people want to settle in one place, so they built a Babel tower in a Babel city. There God came down and confused the language. There the another, again, second time also, God came down to give another judgment to another city called Sodom and Gomorrah. There the cry was terrible. So let us ask the two questions here. What are the two questions is that, why did God tell Abraham of his plan for Sodom? Why God want to tell only to Abraham? Because Abraham would be the means of blessing. Through Abraham, God is going to bless the world. So that's why God want to tell his plan to Abraham. And Abraham would be a teacher of righteousness. And hearing this, he is going to teach his children. See what God came down, because the people in Sodom are very, very bad. They are very cruel people. So God came to destroy those people. So be very careful. Be the righteous and do justice, and be right and just and follow the way of the Lord. So he will sorely teach his children. That's why I want to reveal my plan to Abraham. And what are the need for the Lord to fulfill his promise to Abraham and his family? The Abraham and his family has to be justice and do right. Righteous means do right. They should be justice, and they should do what is right. If we do all these things, certainly God will fulfill the promise. If we are not going to do the justice and not going to do what is right, certainly what is going to happen to Sodom and Gomorrah happened to Abraham family also. That's why Abraham revealed his plan to about Sodom and Gomorrah to Abraham. Now this is about, now what is going to do? On hearing this, Abraham is not going to just keep quiet. He is going to intercede. How is going to intercede to pray to God? God, yes, correct. There are so many wicked people, but there are some righteous people are there. Is it? So Abraham is telling, if there are 50 righteous people, please don't destroy the city of Sodom and Gomorrah. Please spare the righteous people. God said, it's okay. Then again, please, again, I want to pray. If there are 40 righteous people, don't destroy. God said, it's okay. I won't destroy if there are 40 righteous people. Please forgive me. Again, I want to pray. If there are 30 righteous people also, don't destroy the city. Please. God said, it's okay. Then again, he prayed. The 20 righteous people don't destroy. God said, it's okay, I won't destroy even if it is 20. Then at last time I want to pray. If there are 10 righteous people, don't destroy. God said, it's okay. Then Abraham stopped praying. So Abraham thought, at least 10 righteous will be, because Abraham thought Lot was there. Lot has one person, Lot, our wife is there, and Lot has two two daughters, and those daughters might have married. Then the Lord's family altogether, it became at least 10. Lot might have might have taught his children, and especially his daughter, his wife, how to live a righteous life. So God is not going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah because Lot family is there. Maybe Lot family has increased to 10 members. So Abraham thought like that and went home. But what happened actually, that's going to we are going to see in Genesis chapter 19. So let us go through that. The angels are going to visit Lot. I already told you, three men and came and visited Abraham. One of the men was the Lord himself came in the human form. But only two messengers are going to Sodom and Gomorrah. The Lord is not going. The Lord is not going there. The Lord went to heaven, but the two messengers of the Lord, who are called the angels, went to Sodom. But what is going to happen, Sodom? Let us see that. When the what is that the topic is the angel rescued Lot. There are four stages we are going to see this story. The first stage is that two angels went to Sodom at the evening time. At the evening time, two angels went to Sodom. When they went to Sodom, where was Lot? Lot was sitting at the gate of the city, Sodom. Okay, at the evening time. Then what happened? At the early morning, next day, early morning time, angels rescued Lot. Early morning time. Okay. The next day, when it was noon, that is when 12 o'clock in the noon, the Lord destroyed the city. Okay. But the next day, early morning, Abraham went to that same place where the Lord appeared to him, and from there he saw Sodom. There he saw the Sodom was completely destroyed. So all these things happening from evening to next day morning. All these things happening the first day evening to next day morning. The entire information, the entire story is going to take place. Okay, let me go to the topic. Okay, let us see that the angels went to Sodom. That the Lord was sitting. It was evening time. He was sitting in the gateway. On seeing that, that is called, Lord didn't understand those people are angels. Lord thought they are just visitors, strangers. So Lord said, please, please come to my home. Don't stay here outside, because Lord know very well those people in the Sodom are very bad. If the poor people, if the strangers are staying outside in the road, they in the night, they come and hit them. They do all bad things to them. So Lord is telling, please, Lord, come to my home. Okay. So they came there, and immediately Lord prepared the bread without yeast. You know that without the yeast means they are prepared it with great hurry and gave it to them. So they ate. Okay, now this is happening. The hospitality, very good. Now the night came. When the night came, the people came there and knocked the door of Lot house, and they cried, get out of your way. Then they cried, they said, where are the men who came to your house tonight? Bring them out to us. From small young people to old people, all aged people came in front of the house of Lot and knocked the door, and they cried and they loud shouted, bring the man out who came and stayed in your house today night. Then Lord came down, and Lord came out of the house and please cried, please, please, please don't do anything about them. They are just strangers. They came to my home. Please don't do anything. But they didn't hear it. They started to pressurize him, and they started to hit Lot itself. At that time, what the angels did, because until this time, Lot didn't know those two strangers are angels. Immediately, what is happening outside, the two angels only stretch the hand outside, because they're angels, no? The hand can grow also very long. So they put the hand outside and totally took Lot and put him inside and locked the door. Then only Lot understand those two strangers are not just strangers, they're angel of the Lord. Now Abraham, now the angel of the Lord is telling to Abraham, Lord, please run away from this place. take, if you are having family like your wife, your two daughters, immediately go away from them, because I am going to destroy. And not only that, those people are outside knocking the door, knocking the door. Immediately, what the angels did is they make those people become blind immediately, so they could not find the door, because they are angels, no? They can do anything to the people. So those wicked people became immediately blind. They cannot find the door, and so they went away from this house. And the angel told, so two things, the two informations the angels told to Lot. The first information is that we came here to destroy the city. First information. The second information is that if you have any family, if you have a wife, daughter, your son-in-law, please collect everybody. Please run away from this place. These are the two information the messengers gave to Lot. So what are the two information? To what them? So the twofold purpose of the messengers are to rescue Lot and his family, to destroy the city of Sodom and Gomorrah. For the two purpose only, they came to where? Sodom and Gomorrah. Now you can ask me, Abraham interested, no? Why God didn't spare the city of Sodom and Gomorrah? Because there are not even 10 righteous people. Only few, like Lot is a righteous man. We don't know how righteous lady is Lot's wife, and how righteous children are Lot's daughters. He doesn't know about. Only Lot is righteous, not about other, his wife or his daughters. So no other way. He has to destroy the Sodom and Gomorrah, because not even 10 righteous people are there. But Lot want to rescue Lot and his family, because Abraham intercede for them. For that purpose only, God want to rescue Lot and his family. So what are the twofold messages of the purpose of the messenger who came to Sodom and Gomorrah? To rescue Lot and family, first purpose. The second purpose, to destroy the city of Sodom and Gomorrah. So the angel, but what is happening here is they are not immediately running out of the city. They are taking more time. They are thinking what to do. Immediately, Lot ran to his son-in-law. For the son-in-law, the daughters are going to marry two men. Okay, those are the son-in-law of Lot. So Lot ran to them. Please come out. This God has revealed to me. Angel has come to my home, and the angel is telling that he's going to destroy the city. Please come out. We'll go. Come out. He's going and telling his son-in-laws, but they are making fun of him. They're telling, no. This is not going to happen. Don't say all these things. They are joking. They're telling you are joking about it. We are not going to believe. So it is good. It is the time is running out. Immediately, two angels hold the hand of Lot. Fold the hand of Lot's wife, and also the hands of the two daughters. They dragged him out of the city and told them to run away. Please go. With the coming of the dawn, the angels urged Lot, saying, hurry, take your wife and two daughters who are here, or you will be swept away with the city is going punished. When he hesitated, the man grabbed his hands of his wife and two daughters, led them safely out of the city, for the Lord was merciful to them. Can you see here? The Lord is merciful to us, to his righteous people. Then what happened? Then Lot is telling, please, then the angels are telling, don't stand here. And the angel showed one mountain which is far away, and is telling, go ran to the mountain. Until you reach the mountain, I cannot destroy, the Lord cannot destroy the city. First, with your family, ran to the mountain. See, Lot has to obey, isn't it? And seeing the mountain, Lot is telling, oh, mountain, nothing, no food will available. Again, Lot is, no, I cannot go to mountain. There's a small city, this nearby. Please, don't destroy the city. I want to go to that city. Please. Then Abra, the messenger told, okay, for your purpose, I'm not going to destroy the city. So but the angel said, flee there quickly, because I cannot do anything until you reach there. So that's why the town was called Zoar. So the name of the town city was Zoar, which means Lord cannot do anything until they reach that city. So they call that city Zoar. Okay. Now see here, angel is telling to go to mountain, but Lot again is rebellious and telling, I don't want to go to mountain. I want to go to the small city. So the angel said, it's okay. But when they went there, they reached that Zoar city exactly when the sun was middle of the sky. That's at the noon time. The Lord reached the Zoar. Then what happened? The Lord rained down burning sulfur and on Sodom and Gomorrah. Immediately sulfur fall down on Sodom and Gomorrah. And seeing that, what happened? The wife of the Lord turned back and saw what is happening. Immediately, the Lord's wife became a pillar of salt. So can you see here? The God told through angel, don't run, stand, don't do anything. Just ran away, ran until you reached the city at least. But while running, she stood up and turned away and saw that immediately changed into the pillar of salt. So can you see here? This is the severe judgment of Lord, isn't it? So next day morning, what happened? The early morning, Abraham, with great agony, ran to the place where Lord appeared and the two angels appeared to him. From there, he saw the city of Sodom, the smoke rising from the land. So he was in great agony, but he certainly know that because God heard his prayer, God might have rescued Lot and his family. But Abraham didn't know that Lot's wife changed into the pillar of salt, and the Lot daughters also not good. They are also having the same sinful habits of those people in the Sodom and Gomorrah, and they gave birth two sons. One son name was Moabite, other son name of Amorite. That also in illegal way they gave birth to children. So Lot only was righteous. Lot didn't teach his wife or his daughters his right way of living. So all the two daughters were also very bad in their behavior, and the Lot wife also perished and became a pillar of salt. That's why this story has ended. From this, we very clear what have we learned today is nothing but the consequences of the friend of the world. But Lot might have not selected that bad place first of all. Even if I selected Sodom and Gomorrah, he might not have to settle inside the city. He might have put the tent outside the city, but he went inside the city. He built the house. He stayed there, and he was sitting in the gate of the city. Means he became a leader and giving judgment to the people. So he became a popular man there. He started to mingle with the people, and moreover, he didn't teach the right way to his wife or to his two daughters. So these are all the consequences of the being friendly with the world. So what are the seven things we learned today? Abraham interceded for Sodom for the sake of the righteous. First of all, he interceded. Then God, Lord, hear his prayer. Then the angel went to Sodom. The angel visited Lot and announced their mission to Sodom. Mission is two mission: destroy, rescue you and your family. We are going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. The angel warned Lot to flee with the family. The angel had to drag Lot and his family out of the city. So because they hesitated to run out of it, the angel granted Lot a small town called Zoar. Even the town people are very bad. So Lot and his daughters ran out of that city and went to mountain itself. But where the angel showed, the Lord destroyed the city with fire and brimstone. The Lord's wife perished when she looked back to the city. So from this, what we learn, what is the difference between wicked and righteous? Abraham is a righteous man, but the people who are living in Sodom and Gomorrah are wicked people. Because Lot mingled with those wicked people, he lost his entire family. Only his life was spared. So what is the difference between the wicked and righteous? According to 3 points, I want to explain what is the difference between wicked and righteous. About the desire of evil, I'm going to say what is the difference between the wicked and righteous. The heart of the righteous people carefully consider how to answer. Okay, but the mouth of the wicked people pour out flood of evil things. If you have a righteous person, from your heart, you will carefully answer the person asking the question to you. If they're annoying also, you never say bad words, okay? But with your mouth, you carefully answer them. But the wicked people pour out evil things from their mouth. So can you understand who are wicked? Wicked people are one who pour out flood of evil things from their mouth, are wicked people. And then next is about the presence of God. The Lord is far away from the wicked people, but he hears the prayer of the righteous people. So when you pray, if God want to hear your prayer, you should be a righteous man. God will certainly answer the righteous people prayer, but Lord is far away from the wicked people. Third one, about cruelty. A righteous person cares about the life of the animal also. So you have to take care of even the animal life. If you take care of animal life, you will certainly take care of other people's life, isn't it? So the righteous people take even the life of the animal, but the compassion of the wicked people is nothing but cruelty. So you have to show compassion to the living being, to the human people, even to the animal. You have to show compassion and love about righteous people. But the wicked people are very cruel people. They never show compassion to the human, even to the animal. They will torture the animal also. So these are the difference between wicked and righteous. So what are the and at last, what are the ways of God's people? If you want to be a God people, what are the ways to be a God's people? First one, you have to walk in the way of the Lord. Read the Bible, do according to it, so you will walk by the way of the Lord. Understand the way of the Lord. How to understand the way of the Lord? By reading more word of the God, by hearing messages, by hearing the advice from your parents. You can understand the God's ways, and you have to pray for the way of the Lord. You have to pray every day, God, show me your way, I want to walk. And moreover that, you have to teach the God's way to other people who don't know about the true God. Fourth one, you have to remember always the God's ways. Don't forget it. And always rejoice in the God's ways. Say, I am in the God way. I am rejoicing. I am not in the way of the people who are living in the world. I am like a God. I am living in the God way. So I am rejoicing. Obey the command of the Lord your God. Follow his direction and fear him. That is the way of God's people. And at last, today's memory verse is, what are the consequences of the friend of the world? The consequences are in memory verse 1 John 2:15 and verse 15 and verse 17. Do not love the world or anything in the world. If anyone loves the world, love for the Father is not in them. The world and its desires pass away, but whoever does the will of the God will live forever. So let us do the will of the Lord. Let us not love the world and follow the way of the Lord. Obey the commands of the Lord. Follow his direction. Fear him. God will certainly love you and show his way to you and bless you as God blessed Abraham and his family. God bless you all. Thank you for attending, my children.